things that we want to. But we look at competitive products. We want to be competitive with them. So sometimes we'll do some things, to based on what they're doing. That's more rare. We more of the things that we do against Autodesk are more trying to capture the 2D market, which is a big market.
So if Inventor adds a dancing dinosaur cursor, is SolidWorks going to?
No. We actually, for the most part, we don't follow Inventor that much. More so I think they follow us a bit. And, we do look at their stuff and evaluate whether it's worth following. For a long time we've been looking at their, I forget what the stuff is called, but they're kind of Machinery's Handbook, kind of design wizards and things like that. We've just, from what we see, that's not of that much of interest to users, so we haven't been going after it. Is it recording or is it dead?
Yeah, I think it's good.
So we don't pay that much attention to them. I mean, they're by far our biggest competitor. So, we're not really looking at other packages and trying to catch up with them or copy anything that they're doing. But we are trying to stay ahead of, Inventor and make sure we're doing things for our customers and for potential customers that they need to make sure we continue to be the leader.
Okay, well that's a good segue into the next question. Potential customers and potential customers. So what you're really talking about is existing users and new sales.
Yep.
And the next question I've got is when you try to balance the design of features, like you've got a particular feature that you're trying to set up or a function that you're wanting to create, how do you weight it in terms of a beginning user versus an experienced user? So I guess I'm saying, are new functions in SolidWorks dumbed down a lot, or are they geared toward advanced users, or is that part of the definition process?
Kind of the typical 80-20 rule. We try to go towards, what 80% of the people want. So we're a lot of times, depending on the functionality, because surfacing is a experienced user type of thing. So anytime we're working on that stuff, generally the target audience is a higher level type of user, so that we will go after more advanced functionality, whereas it's something, obviously Fillet Expert is more towards a non-expert user. Again, as I said in the intro, the press thing, we're developing that stuff to help users that are more casual users and can't possibly understand feature history and have enough time to spend very experienced users that they're pick it apart and figure out how it works.
Right.
And a lot of times the users know how it works better than we do, because they're using it every single day.
Yeah.
So the balance, it all depends on the particular feature. We're always striving to keep the software as easy to use as possible, so we try to keep options out as much as possible, just because the more options you have, the more difficult it gets to use, but we try to build it in the make it so that it does enough without having options, try to make it intuitive and so
you've
forth.
got a single product that's aimed at an incredibly wide user base.
Yeah.
How do you justify getting all that together into keeping it into a single product without options?
Yeah, well, we don't, and that's why we do have options still. I mean, that's why, for instance, in the SolidWorks 2008 UI, if we were strictly going after, if it was a marketing thing that we were trying to do, we would have put a pretty paint job on it. We would have done the command manager. We would have gone for the Microsoft ribbon, in fact, and we evaluated it, because you can actually buy that technology, the same exact ribbon that they're using in Office 2007. Microsoft actually is now releasing it now in their next version of their toolkit, but you can get it from a third-party package that, third-party solution partner that we already use internally for our toolbar kits. So we evaluate using the ribbon. The reason we decided against it was because we want our users to be able to customize the system. We want advanced users to be able to do that. So we threw out the idea of the ribbon very quickly, went towards something that is more customizable, and we went towards it being able to use existing toolbars too. Again, if we were just going after markets, going after new users, we would throw away all the old toolbars and we'd just go with the ribbon bar, and it wouldn't be customizable. But that, we know we don't satisfy our larger base that way.